Okay, I wanted to make a new video for SimCity Buildit based on the new land regions that they are revealing. I don't know when they're coming out. There are videos already on YouTube, so if you have watched a video on YouTube already, this isn't new information. It's probably just the same information presented by me. So if you've already seen a video, don't get angry. I don't have anything new to say here. However, I'm going to try to give an overview for anyone that isn't aware so that they know at least what I understand to be the case about the new regions that are coming out. So here we go. Let's take a look at them. We were introduced to 3 separate regions. We have Cactus Canyon, we have the Green Valley, and we have the Limestone Canyons. Now, each particular region has its own unique crafting items and buildings. But let's run through everything real quick together. Because of these 3 new areas, which are called regions, your city is now called a capital city, and you can unlock all 3 regions, so you can make 3 additional cities, and they're called satellite cities. So you have your capital city, and then you have your regional cities or satellite cities. As far as it goes, like I said, each region has its own theme and its own map, and you are allowed to unlock all 3. However, there are criteria that have to be met. So, for example, as I understand it, in order to unlock the first region, you have to be level 25 in your capital city. Now, probably most people are already level 25, so that's not a big deal. You can unlock. However, to unlock the second regional city, you have to have a regional population of 75,000. That means in your first unlocked city, your unlocked region, you have to build it up to 75,000 population before you can unlock the second region. Then, once you get your second region unlocked, you have to have a total regional population of 150,000, which means between those 2 regional cities, combined together, your population has to be 150,000 or more to unlock the third region. As I said, the regional population is the total population of all unlocked regions. Now, regional residential zones can be placed in any unlocked region or in your capital city. However, they need regional products and crafted items in order to be upgraded. Wherever you place them, it doesn't matter. They need regional products and crafted items to be upgraded. And they also need regional area services to function properly. I'm not sure exactly what that means that you need if you put a regional area residential zone in your capital city, but I guess we'll find out. As I understand it, they do have expandable area on the map when you unlock the region, and it's expanded in the same way using dozer parts. So if you stockpile dozer parts or you get dozer parts and you're frustrated, you now have another way to use them. When you unlock the regions, you can expand the land area using the dozer parts. I don't know how big you can make it. Haven't got that information yet. I don't know how many of each dozer part is required. Again, that's something we'll have to find out as we move through this. There are regional factories and there are regional crafting shops. The regional factories and crafting shops can only go in the specific region they are from. There is currency for each region, and each region also has its own storage. It also has its own service buildings. So, as near as I understand it, you have to have police stations and fire stations and hospitals, health, just like you do in your capital city, in the regional cities. Because of that, you're allowed to place 2 Maxis Manors in each regional area. Now, based on the fact you can only place 2, I'm guessing the regional areas are smaller overall once you get maximum expansion than your capital city. Would make sense. They're satellite cities. Your capital city probably should be bigger. I don't know that for a fact. It's just a guess. So let's look at the images again here. And let's start with Cactus Canyon. All right. Cactus Canyon, the theme is the desert and travel. Now, your residential zones are designed for extreme heat. The services in Cactus Canyon are based on a gas station. You can build a small refill station, you can build a basic gas station, or you can build a deluxe gas station. Your factories, or your factory, is an oil plant, and you can only have a certain maximum number of factories or production buildings, whatever you want to call them. In this case, they're oil plants. This is how I'm understanding it anyway. I don't know what that maximum is, but your oil plants produce crude oil. And then you have car part shops as your stores or shops. They're called shops, I guess. I don't know. And they produce motor oil, car tires, and engines. And then you have a special currency for this regional zone, and that currency is Cactus simoleons. Now, the regional currency is used to build regional storage or regional area services. And the regional currency is acquired by upgrading regional residential zones. I don't know if I understand it right. You can place, for example, a residential zone from Cactus Canyon in your capital city. I don't know if you upgraded it in your capital city, if you still get the Cactus simoleons. I would presume you do. I don't think it matters where it is, but I'm not sure on that. Or you can sell your resources to non-player characters, for example, Daniel. Now, I don't know if each city has its own area to sell. Does it have its own market? Because it's not a global market thing. So does it take up space on your capital city market, or does it have its own market? I don't know. But it specifically said you can sell your resources to non-player characters like Daniel or to the in-city sale offers. So take that however you think it goes. That's what I heard. All right, then we have the Green Valley, which is eco-friendly. And the residential zones are eco-friendly residential zones. Now, your services are organic food. So you can build a food stall, you can build a food market, and you can build a deluxe food market. Your factory is a green factory, and it produces recycled fabric. And then your eco shop produces reusable bags, eco shoes, and yoga mats. Your currency for the Green Valley is leaf simoleons. Pretty sure they could have come up with a better name for the currency, but who am I to say? Then we have the Limestone Canyons. I didn't quite understand, but the residential zones are called upturned zones. I don't know. Maybe I was misunderstanding what he said. The service is street food, and you can produce small street food stalls, or a street food restaurant, or street food markets. The factory is the Mulberry Grove, and it produces silk. And your shops produce string, fan, and robes. String and a fan and robes. So fan is in, like, as near as I can tell, a handheld fan. Like, I'm thinking Asian. In my mind, that's what comes up, is like, you know, the women opening their little fan and fanning themselves with a little handheld fan. I don't know if that's correct. That's what I am assuming based on the rice paddies that they seem to be talking about here. All right. Now, is there anything else that I haven't touched on? Let's see if I can think of anything. Like I said, as I understand it, the regional residential zones can be placed in any unlocked region or in your capital city. However, the factories and crafting shops can only go in the specific regions that they originate from. You need regional area services for your regional buildings to function. And let's see, yep, I covered this. You can expand using dozer parts, or at least that's the way I understood it. I believe I have covered everything. To me, this sounds a lot like it's going to be very comparable to Omega, in that it's its own self-contained products and items that are required to upgrade it and to make it function. I'm not exactly sure if there's really an end benefit to the game by having these. I'm not seeing it right now. Maybe I'm missing it. Maybe there's something there. Again, we have the 3 zones here, and I am going to go back to my SimCity map now. I don't know. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed with this. Maybe there's something here I'm missing. Hopefully it produces something that I'm not seeing or understanding, because to me this is just going to make a lot of people really angry, and they're going to be frustrated, and they're going to have 3 cities that do absolutely nothing productive for their home city, and all it does is take a lot of time. But maybe a lot of people just want to build, and that would be ideal for them. If that's what you want, is just more area to build, and you don't mind putting in the time and the effort to make each one its own individual zone based on its own individual theme and items, that's fantastic. That could make everybody happy. Hopefully that covers everything. Again, I don't know when this is coming out. It's a new upgrade. I have heard there are a lot of issues and bugs with some devices because of the upgrades they've put in already. So I don't know how much worse this is going to get. One other thing I forgot I wanted to touch on. As I understand it, most of your capital city, the items from your main city here, most of the items can be built in the regional city as well. You, however, cannot, I don't know if you can move buildings over. I would presume so. But you can't put epic buildings in your regional zones. And some of the specialty items won't go in a regional zone. Like, for example, as I understand it, no mountain items can go anywhere in the regional zones. However, the beach items can go in the Green Valley, but not in Cactus Canyon or Limestone Canyon. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a few restrictions on specialty buildings that won't be able to go over otherwise, but the basic theory that was presented was most specialty buildings can be moved over there. It's going to be interesting to see how much space we have, how easy it is to make the specialized cache, the specialized simoleons for each region, and how quickly we can build them up. Anyway, I hope that helps. If anybody hadn't heard any of this information, hopefully it's something that gives you more than just teasers that didn't explain anything. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.